What's going on, guys? We'll just jump right into it with the most trash 5 in all of existence. We're looking through a mix of loose paper currency, so I can show you what to look for. So that way, even if you're not into collecting coins, banknotes, you want to leave the video already, you might want to stay for a little bit to learn how to make money out of the money you already got. It's one of my favorite hobbies in the world, if not my favorite hobby, which is collecting currency, because when you go through your coins or banknotes from your wallet or your sock or whatever you keep it in, and you find nothing, you still have the money you started with. So let's kick on this light on my camera so you can see a little bit better, and let's get to it. Series 2013, like I said, totally trashed, so if it was collectible, it would definitely detract from value with condition. We're looking for a bunch of stuff. Stuff with the serial numbers, collectible serial numbers, ink issues, print issues, and then major errors. So, I won't list them out, we'll just kind of go through stuff. You can check out my other videos if you get into it. Series 2017A. Nothing in the serial number. We're looking for patterns like ascending and descending order, dates, years that would be historically important, as well as good repetition, and then star notes. This one's got some damage to it, so hard to tell on the back if there's anything collectible. Really vividly printed. You can usually tell when they're nice and bright like this. It was just recently inked. Everything was re-inked in the printing process recently, and it really lays it down good. If you have a collectible note and not a fold note, that can really add to value, especially, of course, when you send it off to get graded. It can come back at a higher grade. Nothing going on. Some 7s. Not enough repetition to hold on to. You're really looking for 2 or 3 digits, preferably 2. If you were able to get a solid repeater, there's only about a dozen or less in every run, but those are worth really good money, so all 5s or all 6s or whatever. 2017A, 1s and 2s are not on the list of bills to get reprinted and redesigned. Well, they'll get reprinted, but not redesigned. So they're going to be redesigning 5s and up as far as denominations of U.S. Federal Reserve notes to combat counterfeiting, as well as add some tactile functions for visually impaired. So that's really cool. Nothing on the front or the back of this one. A little bit of, well, kind of a birthday note. Not in the format I usually like. I like month, day, then year. But 1920, the 21st of January. So it's kind of backwards in the format that I like. But I think a lot of you would hold on to that. I'll set it aside as a small find. But I do prefer the format to be month, day, year. You can let me know in the comments what you think about that, if you would consider this a date note, since it kind of is, or if that format kind of rules it out. Back of the note and front of the note are pretty beat up condition-wise. That'll leave a lot to be desired if it were super collectible, but again, I kind of prefer the date to be a little bit different or orientation, but you can let me know how you feel on that one. 1 digit off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, missing the 7 to have a broken ladder serial number. They're not worth a ton. I found one for the first time in a while, a search or two ago. And I mean, those are worth, $4 or $5 for a dollar bill, in my opinion, if they're not like pristine condition. Maybe more than that to the right collector. People are really looking for ladder notes where they're in order, ascending or descending in the serial number. Nothing crazy on the back. Nice condition, overall, though. So yeah, if you're able to come across one that's actually forward to backward, backward to forward, in order, so like in this case, 1 through 8 or whatever, or 8 through 1, that would be worth holding on to, maybe getting graded, but posting to one of the community groups or sales groups online, or, getting it graded and then selling it. 2003 A series for this one. Folded and beat up, nothing to call home about. Back of the note, keep an eye out around the seals mainly, and then around lettering. Yeah, nothing jumping out there. 2009 series $1 note. I got a ton of ones in here. A little bit more than the last few bill searches, though. I had some cool 2s, so if you're interested in what to look for on $2 bills, then check out like a few videos ago. And we did a search through a stack of 2s I got from the bank. I always ask them for those. 2013 $5 note. These were redesigned in the early 2000s. Nothing going on in the back. 2021, so the newer series of $1 notes. They're going to continue printing this design forever. They have no intention of changing it. Ones are used too frequently. They're abolishing the penny, of course. So they want to get rid of that and stop making the penny since it costs so much to make. Nickels also. But speaking of nickels, check out my video on 10 valuable ones that you can look for that undoubtedly will go up in value as coins, apparently are going to get stricken away. 2017, millions of those printed. Seen a lot of stuff with error $1 bills where they're like miscuts and stuff, a lot on Reddit and a lot of the groups. I mean, all the ones I've seen lately start with 99, which are indicators that it was a complete sheet and somebody's just having some fun with some scissors. So if you find or want to buy miscuts, then make sure they're graded. I mean, ungraded, I wouldn't buy an error like that. In a lot of cases, you end up getting stuff that's phony. Kind of a double year note, but I don't hold on to stuff like this, really. It is kind of cool, 1651, 1235, but they have no significance in U.S. history, so for Federal Reserve notes, I don't really like to hold on to them. Also, they're not a date note or birthday note like that, so they don't have a really significant collectible value, in my opinion. But if you like it, hold on to it, or if it's like a tombstone note or, somebody's lifespan, basically. If this was like 1776 to 1798, I'd probably hold on to that. Nothing going on, though. We have that small birthday, not birthday note find. Some 4s, some 0s, no repetition, really. This one's been wet and folded up, so it's seen better days. Really prevalently printed 2s there. B for New York. Keep an eye out for 2013 Series B star notes. Some of those star notes in general are great to hold on to. I hold on to every one, but those in particular had duplicates printed. And, some of them. And they can be worth a little bit more than your standard star note. 2017 A. This has got a gold 275, 275. If we would have had more repetition like that, I would have held on to it. That's a good case of, if you had 275, 275, 27, even though it's a trinary, it would have been a good repeater to hold on to, would have got some money over face value. Man, another trash note. 2013 series. Now, they say these have like an 8 to 10 year lifespan, so maybe this one's just at the end of it. Nothing really to call home about or talk about on the back with the damage. Getting down there, last 2, if I can count, two bills to go through. Yeah, somebody had $100. I hate when people write on them, especially in pen. Nothing going on there. Last but not least, $10 note. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Keep an eye out on $10 notes around the color-changing ink. You can find errors with that sometimes, as well as the intricate details of the torch on the front. Back of the note, keep an eye out around both sides and kind of the open areas for ink issues and issues with these repetitious 10s that form an anti-counterfeiting measure. But otherwise, worth $10, not collectible though. What are we holding on to? Kind of a small find, a kind of out of format birthday note. Let me know in the comments if you'd hold on to it anyway. I think I will for now, it just being $1. But hopefully you had better luck. Let me know in the comments what you've been coming across in your coin and banknote searches. I will see you there, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.